Guys, so I wanted to first start off with my testimony. So everybody, I feel like, grows up and has some type of trauma. If you didn't, you're lucky. For me, that wasn't the case. Unfortunately, life happens, things happen. If you guys want a video about that, I'll get into that at a later time, but that's a story for another time. So we'll skip the childhood and we'll start with where I'm at now. Okay, so when I was 18, senior year, October is my birthday. Super excited to run track. I was aiming on running track for college. Life happens. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I got sick. She had to go to the hospital. I have 4 younger siblings, and I was helping them out, helping my dad out. While he would go to work, I was bringing them in to school on their first day of school and stuff. And just between that and working and just a number of factors, a lot of crazy stuff going on, I ended up becoming ineligible to run. For a while, I always thought, good at it. I put in so many hours working out, training for it. And then when I heard that news, I was just completely devastated. I thought my life was over. I was what am I gonna do? I'm somebody who goes all in for something or not at all. That's how addicts are. Can't do this, I'm no good, whatever, you're your own worst critic. So basically I was just there's no point in me living. That on top of another number of stuff had me feeling that way. So I was super suicidal. I've been suicidal before, but never really acted on it because I didn't have the balls to, honestly. But for some reason, I was just so determined. So I had gotten off work, had my whole plan ready. I wrote my goodbye letter, planning on going to Hoover Dam. And then I was just gonna end it there. I found the letter, or I showed her the letter, what happened. But the next day I went in, and that was my first time in the psych ward. So I stayed in there for about a week. I got out. I always, my mom is always such a great mom. I was the one who pushed her to do the things that she did. Her life and my life so difficult. I was super argumentative. I forget how the fight started. We got into a fight and I was fine, I'm leaving. My friend came, I moved out with her, and all in that time too, I was I'm not going to high school either. I'm boss, I can do what I want now. I'm 18. That was my favorite thing to say to her. It was just wait till I turn 18, what I was doing. So I turn 18, so I move out. One of my friends, her dad's girlfriend owned a massage parlor. So I was oh, I can do this, make some money. I was I'll just work, and I wanted to do smoke weed, drink, all of that. I ended up working there, this stuff. It was a number of things. So I left Asian massage parlor. I didn't do anything there. I did see a lot of stuff. Nope. I ended up getting this great idea. I'm just gonna go be a stripper. Why not? Auditioned in a bathing suit and homecoming heels. And I got the job. It was weird. So I worked a couple day shift nights, and then I was you know what? I'll back to my mom's, back to school. And keep in mind, I'm still dancing this whole time. So I told my mom I was working at a gas station and I would close on the weekends. So her leaving me was okay, whatever. Off really innocent, nothing crazy. Whenever you're new in a club, you get a lot of attention and everybody loves the new girl. So good amount of money. I enjoyed it for the most part. I didn't really like the dances. This is before I really got into drinking, or because I would drive a lot. May have had a shot or two, and then by midnight I stopped because by the time I got home I had to leave and drive at 3 or 4 in the morning. I wanted to be sobered up. Mind you, I did that for a while. This time when I got back into school, I think March or April, something like that, quarters and 1 semester. So that had me going to school. I would go into school at 7. Most people my age, they didn't have to stay after school. You could get out at 11, 12, 1, whatever. So me, I had to stay after school. I was doing online classes and doing regular classes. I had an amazing teacher there who would after school and let me do my work to get it done. So sometimes I would be after school for like till 5 o'clock sometimes or late. And then as soon as that was over, I went straight to the club. I would work at the club, sometimes get there at like 4 or 5, work till 10, come home, do it again. And then on the weekends, I would go in and then work all night. So I was doing that. I remember somebody in school found out that I was dancing. It's like, oh my gosh, everybody's gonna judge me, whatever. I think they did, I don't really know or remember. That's the problem when you use drugs. Sometimes I'll have to think and still forget something and then remember it like 4 days later. That's part one.